So I've lost about 250, 300 trophies trying to make videos on how to make adjustments, wind adjustments, without using the Notebook app. Let's see if I can win this one. We're going to bring out the Extremile Level 8 Sniper maxed out, and probably the Saturn too. For Tour 10, I like the Saturn. We'll go with a Power 1 ball. I don't like to use too much on Tour 10. All right, so let's go with this club, Extremile Level 8. We have 12.4 wind. Landing spot about right here. 12.4, having 1 ring for every 2 miles per hour. That's going to be about 6 rings. So you point the wind directly away from you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. Then we go 1 more. There's 6 rings. And that should be about spot on. And because of the wind and the angle of this fairway, let's curl it back. It should be centered pretty nicely down there at the end of the fairway. And that'll set us up for our next shot, which will be a sniper. So if you can see here, if I type in with an Extremile Level 8, if I type in 12.4 miles per hour, you can see it where it says max 6.2. That's telling us that's how many rings we would want to adjust, and I adjusted 6 rings. So you can see kind of how this the app works. But since it's pretty basic math with those clubs, you don't really need the Notebook app unless you want to be very, very, very precise. The key to wind adjustment, first of all, make sure you know how many rings you want to adjust. Second step is pointing the camera directly away from you. And then step 3 is making sure you adjust the correct number of rings. Pretty good shot there for our opponent too, using the sniper. So let's see what our wind is. 11.8. It's pretty intense wind. So let's try to bounce it over there. Line it up first. So we need to adjust 11.8 rings. That's what we need to know. Point the camera directly away from you. And I use my take shot button down here at the bottom to make sure I go the correct number of rings. So here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11.8. And because it's a pretty intense crosswind too, let's curl it back just a little bit. I can't hit a perfect ball today to save my life. It's embarrassing. So, perfect ball, and I'm a lot closer than that. I might actually be in the hole if I can hit it perfect. But you can see how that worked with the sniper and the ring adjustments. So like I said, step 1, figure out how many rings you need to adjust. Calculate that in your head based on the miles per hour that you see on the screen. With an Extremile Level 8, you take the wind, divide it by 2. That's how many rings you adjust. With the sniper, very simple, 1-to-1. After you figure that out, turn the camera directly away from you, or turn the wind directly away from you by rotating the camera angle. So this is a shot with some elevation. I've got to use my Notebook app for this one. Sorry. But there's a lot of elevation on this hole. Oh my God, I can hit a perfect ball. That is awful. And I'll hold it. That's one of those oops hole in ones. Oh well.